We are here at the MGM National Harbor, Maryland. Marc, Abrams, and Ray Flores. We're 24 hours away from ShoBox, the new generation. Great triple header. Ray, will be seeing you in the ring, doing the ring announcement. Let's break down the fights. We'll start with the main event, the WBA Interim Light Heavyweight Championship. Dmitry Bivol, another in the long line of the Russian light heavyweights. We got Arthur Beterbiev. We got Sergey Kovalev. We got now the Ukrainian Alexander Gvozdik taking on Samuel Clarkson for the WBA Interim Light Heavyweight title. Tell me your thoughts on the fight.
Well, the first time that Bivol is making his United States debut on television, so there's a lot riding on his performance tomorrow night. He's 9-0 with 7 knockouts. He wipes guys out, taking on Samuel Clarkson, who since his loss to Jesse Hart about 3 years ago is riding a 9-fight win streak. For Bivol, he needs to go out there and really just do what he's been doing in the past, and that is eradicating his opponents. For Clarkson, this is his third time that he's been on ShoBox, but never more large of a task than against Bivol tomorrow night. If he wins the fight, he becomes the interim light heavyweight champion for the WBA, so there's a lot riding on the line. Bigger financial opportunities for both if they're successful.
The co-feature bout, kid, I know you've called a couple of his fights. Malik Hawkins, 10-0, 7 knockouts, I believe, taking on another undefeated welterweight from Torreon, Mexico, named Carlos Soto. Not much is known about Soto. A little bit is known about Hawkins in the brief career of the Baltimore native. Tell me your thoughts. What are we going to see out of Hawkins and Soto tomorrow night?
Well, Malik Hawkins is 21 years of age. He has a smile. He's a very good-looking young man. He has a crowd-pleasing style. He also is not erratic when it comes to his performances. He likes to finish you, but it is a smart, calculated aggression. Taking on his adversary from Mexico, out of Torreon, Mexico, I really wonder, with him making his United States debut, will the lights get to him? Typically, you know what you're going to get out of Mexican fighters that don't have a large amateur pedigree. They're going to come forward, they're going to try to fight on the inside, and they're going to make you work. So Malik Hawkins better bring his hard hat, because it will not be easy for him tomorrow night. However, on paper, Malik Hawkins is superior, but we're going to find out. That's why they have the fights. And again, sometimes you run into somebody who is fighting at their best, and then the A side in Malik Hawkins isn't at their best. So if they're having an off night and the B side is having their best night, anything can happen.
And in the opening televised bout, very interesting fight. You got the local kid, 8-0, Glenn DeZern, taking on the U.S. Olympic alternate, Leroy Davila, 5-0. Both guys pretty untested. One guy after tomorrow night, should there not be a draw, will have a nice win on their ledger.
Well, Silva and DeZern is stereotypical of what ShoBox is all about. Two young guys that are undefeated, that are still in the infancy of their pro career.
Literally infancy, 8-0, 5-0.
5-0, so 13 combined fights. What I love about this fight is you see the graduation. These guys are bursting onto the scene, and their prospects. They're trying to graduate to contenders, and the way you do that is in a fight like this, and we'll find out tomorrow night, all being brought to you by Arthur Palulos, Ben Promotions, and Craig Cohen Promotions. And look, Mark, I've been around the MGM National Harbor. What an immaculate place. The MGM, they know how to do things correct. I love the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. It's very near and dear to my heart, and I'm loving the MGM National Harbor here in Maryland.
You're trying to get upgraded to the suite, aren't you?
Oh, it's already been done, but nonetheless, maybe the presidential suite.
Well, real quickly before the television cameras roll up, nice smorgasbord of an undercard with you got some good prospects, Ruben Villa, Michael Dutchover, some guys, some contenders, Joey DeVaco on the card, another 11-0 heavyweight by name of Sergey Kuzman, a nice little crossroads bout with a local kid, Travis Reed, take on Tennille Goyko. So a nice little off-TV undercard for the fans who get in here before 10 o'clock.
Well, I love the fact of watching Ruben Villa and Michael Dutchover fight. We were there in Corona, California when they both performed and fought very well. Ruben Villa, he's a great young kid, a good smile, and just has this exuberance about him where he loves to fight and he loves to mix it up. So I think he could be the next big sensation coming out of the California area. And he's trained under the tutelage of Daniel Zamora, who is in the corner for Peter Petrov, who just fought for the world title. Dutchover is the same way. And he just has this, they're very humble young guys, but they realize they want to push the envelope. What I mean by that is they're not content with winning 4-round unanimous decisions. They want to go out, they want to break down their opponent, and they want to get in, get out, and put on a show for the fans. That is what you get out of Villa and Dutchover, and also Joey Duveco as well. I mean, you want to talk about somebody who has never been in a boring fight that I have ever seen. You have called many of his fights, Mark. He's never in a boring fight. So the fans here that come to the MGM National Harbor, get here early. We go on TV at 10, but you better be here when the doors open.
Doors open at 7 o'clock. First fight 7:15. We'll see you Friday night at the MGM National Harbor.